Well, KKR was sent into bat by Ajinkya Rahane in this eliminator, and 7 overs in, Ajinkya must have thought, whoa, we made the right decision. But a brilliant comeback by the Kolkata Knight Riders to get to 169. I have with me Bhattacharjya, Harsha Bhogle, Zaheer Khan. Zach, fair to say that this comeback will really put the confidence into the KKR campaign today.
It's a very competitive total, and especially how the game started. KKR has done a remarkable recovery. I think on this kind of track, you can see that the it's a sticky wicket. So for bowlers, initially when the ball is hard, there will be a lot of help. So KKR can really make use of that early part of the play. We've been talking about RR being batting light. So keeping that in mind, I think this is a very good total.
Harsha, we have to say, Zach is saying it was a sticky wicket. After 7 overs, they were on a sticky wicket, weren't they? What were they? 51 for 4 at the end of 7?
After 8.
After 8, sorry.
After where are we? After 8 overs, 51 for 4.
Wow.
And then that partnership. I thought young Shubman Gill played really well, showed a lot of maturity. And Karthik kept the game alive. If Russell was able to hit at the end, it was because Karthik kept the game alive. I thought he batted beautifully, Dinesh Karthik. But look at the bowling figures. I'm looking at some bowling figures. The spinners, 3 overs 2 for 15 for Krishnappa Gautam, 4 overs none for 15 for Sodhi. So it tells you that if you bowl spin early on, there's lots there for you, and there's 3.
They've got 3 top-class spinners.
They got Kuldeep Yadav, they got Piyush Chawla, and they got Sunil Narayan.
So, Joy, you'd have to say that at this point in time, the KKR dugout is looking quite satisfied.
He's got to say he's been satisfied for the last 25
minutes. He was in the KKR dugout till a while back. So
also look at this. Karthik. He's still under that pressure, under those situations. He still batted a strike rate of 136. Shubman Gill 164, 28 of 17. So what the great thing that happened was that while they went up early, when they put their partnership together, they never actually let the run rate drop beyond a certain level. And then obviously you have somebody like Russell to take it to the next level in the end.
I think first 5 balls, Karthik hit 2 or 3 boundaries. I think he was 13 or 14 in the first 5 balls. But he's talking being under pressure. I thought the one under pressure was Joy. Looking at his phone without the volume on.
Jesus.
He's figured it now.
No, last night he went back to his hotel room, he took a screwdriver and just took the speaker out. This cannot happen again on a live webcast. For the Rajasthan Royals, they're going to be looking at this. I mean, when you have Andre Russell sort of doing what he was doing in the end, this guy just has to touch bat to ball and it goes flying like 20 rows back.
Well, Gautam has been doing a similar kind of job for RR, and he has been consistently hitting those sixes. So the key for RR is to have wickets in hand. On this kind of a track. Now, after seeing what has happened in the first innings, they'll be more cautious. The positive thing for KKR when they played, even though they lost 3 wickets, they managed to get 46 runs in the power play. So I think from RR's point of view also, they would look to achieve the similar kind of feat with, I think, less number of wickets. That's the key. I think wickets in hand is the key to win this sort of match.
You're right. DK sort of just relieved the pressure that time in that Unat cut over, didn't he?
Also, they had 7 batsmen in their side. So even though they lost 3 wickets early, they still had 4 batsmen to come. I'm not sure if RR lose 3 wickets, they'll have those many batsmen to come. So RR might just go a little more cautious up front, thinking, look, if we got wickets in hand, we might score. But you're right about Dinesh Karthik. He just, I feel for poor Jaydev Unadkat. He just can't get it right. But Dinesh Karthik's innings was fantastic. Just set it up for Andre Russell, and I think Andre Russell should not be allowed to bat. The ball hits bottom of the bat, it goes for 6. Ball at top of the bat, it goes for 6. He's in the ugliest possible positions and he hits the ball in the stand, and he must be laughing and saying, those guys in that Cricbuzz studio, I kept hitting the 6s.
I once asked him, because I told you I never saw him exercise. And I said, how do you have a body like that? How do you hit like that? He said, don't worry. I mean, we don't do it in the gym, we do it in the room. This body wasn't ordered on Amazon.com.
They're definitely, no one can deliver it as fast as he does into the stands. But as a bowler, when you're looking at that, you're looking at Russell hit that. As you're saying, his head wasn't even in the same pin code when he hit that 6. It's just so, it must be so heart-wrenching to watch it as a bowler.
I mean, by then the shot was already played. He was saving himself just in case. But I think by then the connection was already made. So that's something which which looks ugly when it happens, but all it matters is the result.
Is it got 6, right? Because all it says right now is that he hit the 6. But the only chance he actually gave was that Sanju Samson. He could have taken that catch. And Sanju Samson came about 3 or 4 steps in from the boundary. And then you say, one second, when Russell is batting, you stand and take a start from behind the fence. You don't come running in.
Start from
Give yourself every inch.
And mind you, Sanju Samson and Jaydev Unadkat, the KKR championship team of 2012, both of them were in the squad. And both of them have played together a long time in KKR as well. And so it's fascinating. And they're looking at it and saying, in this crowd, which we know very well, and we are going to be the monkeys out here, it can't be easy for them.
How would the traditional Bengali, who still thinks that cricket is about Len Hutton and Don Bradman, in Bengali describe...
How old are these Bengalis?
Len Hutton...
About 264.
Cricket stopped evolving in 1946.
The last Englishman live in Kolkata.
That is true.
So how would a proper Bengali test cricket lover describe in Bengali Andre Russell's batting?
The language.
I don't think we could say that on live.
Tagore, unfortunately, is no longer with us, so I cannot give you an explanation. But yes, nobody else will do it justice.
And if Lord Bhattacharjya can't tell us, then nobody can.
Rabindranath.
In case you can tell us, then
it's a good idea actually.
#Cricbuzz live. हम क्यों बोले सर? सबको बोलने दो ना. बाकी सबको बोलने दो. By the way, Shane Warne just put out a tweet and he said that Sanju Samson will get 70 plus and Rajasthan Royals will win this in the 18th over.
Are you sure that was not our producer? You know,
double jinxing,
under jinxing,
the KKR fan jinxing.
Maybe the equivalent of a producer in the Rajasthan.
Do you think it's Photoshop that Shane won't tweet?
Maybe
we see a lot of Photoshop tweets these days.
It's a confidence booster.
Yeah,
for
he's not there though, right?
No, he's back on the plane.
Sorry?
He's back, and it's a very interesting thing.
He's in Australia, right?
He's in Australia, and the interesting message though was his last message before leaving India was, I thank you and my time is over, as if he was not the guy to decide how long he was staying or not staying. So now I'm beginning to wonder if it's not Shane Warne. You know, there's a film called The Usual Suspects, where you don't know who the real mastermind is. So now I don't even know if it's Shane Warne.
Who is Kaiser Soze?
Who is calling the shots?
Who was stopping Ajinkya Rahane from opening?
You want to know for a very long time.
Shane Warne is gone and Ajinkya Rahane has still not come to open. So,
interesting.
Yeah,
well, the KKR, let's talk about KKR comebacks. We've got a KKR diehard fan over here. They seem to make a habit of this. They sort of dig themselves into a little hole and then they come right out. So there you go. They were RR were 49 for no loss in 3 overs against them.
I'll tell you that 49 for no loss, I was there. 1 over was 2 runs.
Yeah.
First over produced 2 and then the next 2 produced 47.
Oh. Yeah.
28 and 7. Yeah. 28 and 19.
28 and 19.
They have a bowling lineup that can do that. They did that against SRH as well. 110 for 1 and then they ended up getting 9 wickets of SRH. And then today, of course, it was 51 for 4 at the end of 8 overs. And then they've gone to 169 for 7. This is our director's way of some feel-good factor for KKR fans.
But I'll tell you one thing. I mean, what does happen is...
I'll tell you one thing. I know what you're going to say.
What does happen is KKR got a lot of flack for this team. A lot of flack for the team. And 2 things happen if you get a lot of flack from outside. You tend to become much closer yourself. Because, you know, everyone else, the world is the enemy. We are the guys who have to prove it to the world. And that works both ways. It can work well for you. It can work badly for you. In this case, I think they just got together as a team and saying the world thinks we are not worst team chosen. We are not going to make it. Let's prove them wrong. And they're very quietly, that's what they're doing. And that's how they're looking at every match. And this is, you know, a slap on the face of every critic who said we had a rubbish team.
Yeah, I mean, we had a rubbish team. I noticed that. Yeah. We. You are we now. You are this team. You are sometimes critics team also. You are not cricket team now. You are critic team.
I'm not schizophrenic. Zach doesn't know where. One day is RCB, one day is Mumbai, one day is Delhi. His heart beats in many different places.
No,
I have only one.
He's got a big heart. He's got a big heart.
I'm going with the game.
He's going with the game.
The वो तो रवि शास्त्री ले लिया. Cricket is the winner. वो तो रवि शास्त्री ले लिया.
Name market निकाल ली. But he is right. But the one thing that KKR has done, they've been solid. I think that's one word you can use. They've been solid. They don't fall apart when you feel like they've fallen apart, just like today. They sort of come back. And talking now about the Rajasthan Royals, we'll have a look at their batting order. I have a very difficult question to ask you guys. Who's going to open? All right. Come on.
Ajinkya Rahane. I think Ajinkya Rahane.
You have the faith. He's got her, right? He wants to. He got
Rahul Tripathi and Stuart Binney.
Ben Laughlin? No, I'm just asking you. I'm just because Jafra Archer opened last time.
Ajinkya Rahane
They've
has
got to go
open.
Tripathi Rahane, don't they?
Ajinkya Rahane has to open even more strongly than Rohit Sharma has to open.
See, you
Fair
got a
point.
chance to be a playing advisor to RR next year.
Yes.
Yeah, because you've drawn something which they've not thought of. They've not thought of Stuart Binney.
No, Rahane has to open.
Rahane Tripathi for you?
Has to.
Joy?
I don't know if they will, but has to.
No, he has to. Also, difficult conditions. The pitch is not the easiest of pitches. Somebody who's a solid batsman has to see this through. You can't throw the
Doesn't
bat.
matter if he scores at 110.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Just
matter,
you have to
Rahane
be there
scores
at the
at
end. Because
110.
you scored at 110 and if you're around till the 15th, 16th over, you pretty much set up the chase, don't you, Zach?
This is the kind of wicket where you don't want to throw someone under the bus.
Yeah.
You know, and this is like just asking someone to go there and trying your luck.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't work in the last game, so I think you got a proper opening batsman, and Ajinkya Rahane should be opening with Tripathi is what my feel is.
Okay. I feel Gautam's going to open today. I don't know why.
No, but he's so
I feel
good at
Gautam
the
and
end.
Tripathi.
He's so good at the end.
I don't know. I
I mean,
feel
if
like
you got 13 2
one's coming
overs,
from back of the hand.
Go put a earphone there, microphone in the dressing room of RR. You'll hear Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, there's some solid sledging coming from the KKR corner here.
the sledge has come.
Solid sledging is happening over here. All right, let me quickly ask what you think now. Halfway, you think
Who came
definitely
closest to the
advantage
total?
KKR?
Who came close with the total?
169.
175.
You said some 190 something, so you were gone.
I'm 195. I was gone.
You were 195.
I'm gone.
195, I was 185, 186.
I was 175.
He was one.
So I was 170.
Yeah, you're the closest. 169, 170.
You were 180. You were 180, so you were the closest with 175. Not bad.
Okay.
So anyway, we all sort of highballed it. But at this point in time, when we were all watching it, you saw the pitch, you saw the surface, because we thought the pitch would be something else altogether.
Told to us by another Australian expert.
Yeah,
Another
we were
Australian
told
pitch expert.
by unnamed
No, but
sources.
what's interesting is all the overs of spin early on were bowled from one end.
Yeah.
All the spin overs are bowled from one end.
Yeah,
and
I could
KKR
agree.
know these conditions better than Rajasthan Royals do. They'll plan their spinners perfectly. And I think watch out for Kuldeep Yadav. It doesn't matter if he goes for 35, 36 runs. But if he gives you 3 wickets, then there's the game there.
There's the game. See the Rajasthan Royals, when you see them, what they were talking about is that their batting lineup, what the worry is, because they had so many bowling options, you've pretty much, I mean, there you go. You have a problem with solid bats, don't you?
I think it's an even game.
Yeah.
At this stage, it's an even game. What is going to matter is wickets in hand and how RR starts the innings. You know, that's going to be the key in this this game.
Where should they be at the end of the power play?
KKR ground, it's fast outfield. So if they see off this new ball phase, I think it's not going to be easy for KKR to be able to defend this total. Naren is going to be a factor. Kuldeep Yadav is going to be a factor for sure.
Yeah.
And if they pick up early wickets, I think they will be able to put some.
Where do you think they should be at the end of the power play, ideally for you to set up this chase to go for the win? Where would you like to see them?
I think 40 for 1 wicket down. It's
game
amazing
RR.
platform.
Yeah, it's advantage RR.
I was going to
Okay.
say 40 for no loss, but if 40 for mine, yeah.
I also somehow think that the one guy who's, not an Indian who can play spin really well is Klaasen. And he hasn't really, he's given you glimpses, not really come to the party. If he gets a big one, he's capable of hitting any spinner. I mean, the kind of innings he played against the spinners in South Africa was amazing.
So I want to tell you that it's gone well. I can just see on the Cricbuzz app that indeed Rahane and Tripathi have come to open.
That's a good start.
There you go. For RR fans, we'll be very happy. We cricket fans are extremely happy that we see Rahane and Tripathi opening. So your call is sort of even. At this point in time. Is your call even or advantage KKR?
No, I'm calling big advantage KKR.
Big advantage KKR? 100-0 KKR?
I think advantage KKR, but yeah.
Advantage matlab 100, no? 100-0.
That's the producer.
99-1.
Yeah, I'm a very fair and
He's giving you a
unbiased
choice. 100-0, 99-1 or extreme revolution, 95-5.
Yeah. Bol do, bol.
This is like us putting out a tweet saying, how do you like this program? Fantastic, wonderful, great. So somebody says, great. Wow, they call us great.
I'm going to do that right now. That's the next thing I'm going to do right now. All right, so it's time for us to go. We're going to see you, of course, after the game. We're going to be right here on Cricbuzz Live. They're calling it sort of even, little advantage KKR. That's how it is. But you never know. This Rajasthan Royals team has been surprising. Will they pull that off today as well? 170 for them to win. Would like to thank Joy, Harsha and Zaheer for being here. We're going to see all of you in 90 minutes. Thank you for watching.